Well, hello, this is John Sullivan from Sullivan's Projects, and once again here I am up at Carr Canyon. And it really is safe. There's a lot of people that have concerns if it's safe to be here. This is actually a well-developed area up here, and there's a place over there where they fenced it in because people were falling over the side. It is a pretty steep drop off from here, but I'm pretty good on my balance right now, so that's that. We're gonna just give you an update. The chances of me being in the hospital during the fundraiser for the Super Bash this year are very high. So the Super Bash will be Evelyn Garcia. I think it's the I'm gonna say the 15th of October, but let me check in with you on that. You're gonna see a lot toward the end of the month on my Sullivan's Projects official Facebook page and on my Twitter about her annual Huntington's disease walk that they have in Reed Park. So it's very important that you guys support her, since I can't be there this year, more than likely. And I've talked about her many times in the past, and hopefully we'll get the TV stations and the radio stations out there to support her. And so that's the first order of business. As you can see, my lovely hometown of Sierra Vista is behind me. The sun is actually setting much earlier. I'd actually counted on some sunlight when I got up here. It's not even 7 o'clock yet, so the sun's setting much earlier. During the winter months, they actually, I think, closed this road down because of snow up here. But it's kind of amazing. We're on the southern border, almost to the Mexican border. We're not very far from the Mexican border, actually, from here. And it's it's snowy up here. I do smell a campfire or a forest fire in the air down here, so that's going to be some cause for some continual coughs up here. But I'm going to do some good shots tonight of the moon coming up and the wonderful area out here. I'm going to actually drive up to, I think, to the Wilcox, not the Wilcox area, but an area I think it's in Pima County, but I'm going to do some night shots up there tonight for the movie. For those who don't know, I'm still doing B-plate for the movie. Next weekend I'm going to be out in California doing Liberty Canyon. And for those who remember the 1990s Liberty 72 When Battleships Fly, it actually started out in Hawaii, but it ended up in Liberty Canyon. That's where the movie and the story ended for the first story for Liberty 72. And for the coming home of the next movie we're doing, we're going to actually at some point have Liberty Canyon in there. So I'm going to go down there and do a lot of plate shots and some movie shots, and we're going to be doing that next weekend. And I'd love to get back down there to see how it's developed since the 90s, which is the last time I was out there filming. I looked on Google Maps and it still looks like it's pretty wide open, so let's hope for the best. I've already completed most of my California shots, including Encinitas and the beach areas, so that's going to be something I won't need to do in order to do the inserts for the movie there. So, as you can see, life goes on. I'm not really depressed. We're kind of in the dumps right now about some stuff going on, but I'm going to make it through this. And it's going to be a really good movie. It's going to be a really interesting year with this recovery from the surgery. They are going to cut out this whole part of my esophagus through here, and they're going to pull the stomach section up and the throat section down, and they're going to somehow keep me breathing through this. I don't even know, because I think you got to actually breathe through all this to get air into your lungs. I'm not really sure where the brakes are to get into the lungs, but either way, it's going to be very interesting how this all goes. And I'm going to be once again asking you guys for the prayers. The prayers, I don't know if you can see, but I almost had to buy a comb again. I'm so excited about that. But the prayers have really worked. My doctors are amazed I'm doing so well. Most days I'm doing well. I do have setbacks. It is something I'm kind of facing on my own. Most of my support group is kind of like, okay, he's going to make it, and I don't think they realize the gravity of the surgery I have coming up, but you know, it is what it is, and hopefully the people who have kind of dropped off and will be back and there to support me, because that is very important to me, really. Family or friends, doesn't matter. It's not like I'm out here by myself, because I'm really not. I have a pretty good support network down here in Sierra Vista, and even a better one in Tucson. But I have to get my brother back in my life again here pretty soon. So I think I'm convinced it's time for that. Some weeds. Anyways, we're going to shut this off early, and once again, stand by for updates about Evan and Garcia's HDSA project. Stand by for updates on when I'm going to have the surgery. This next week I'm going to have 3 things going on. I have a stress test for cardiopulmonary. That's the windmill thing. Hopefully I won't break it running at 60 miles an hour. That's not going to happen, I'll tell you that right now. They're going to have the second PET scan, and the PET scan is going to be very important to determine if and how this cancer has spread. And there's another one coming up with my oncologist out at Banner, Dr. Howe. She's just amazing, and I'd like to see her again, and she'll just, I guess, take a look at me and say, okay, your heart's still going, so you're good for the surgery. And actually, we're still kind of penciled in for the 1st of October. We're not really sure. If the cancer's really spread, they're going to go back to either hospice or more radiation and more chemo. If it has not spread, then I think we're all going to be good to go ahead and cut this damn tumor out sometime around the 1st of October. Once again, 10 days inpatient with another month of resting at home in lovely Sierra Vista, and hopefully getting my Liberty 72 project going while I can. There was talk about me actually having a remote computer to work from home while I'm doing that, and so that may not happen. So financially it's going to be very, very interesting to see how I make it through the month, but I'll find some way. I have some things I can dip into, but I just didn't want to for that. And like I said, working in the so few hours I am in Tucson, I'm kind of like not even making the money up to drive in there because it's 74 miles each way, but I do it. Anyways, God bless you guys. We'll see you soon with further updates as soon as I know more. And certainly by next weekend, I will know a lot more. So God bless you guys. Take care. Thanks very much for watching. God bless. I'm going to show you my lights here. These are my remote studio lights I set up. Now we're going to take you very quickly on a nice little tour of what I'm seeing. Can't really see anything down there. That's where I was standing, and beyond that is the drop-off. I'm sure people have fallen down there before, but I'm not going to be one of them. There's Fort Huachuca out there in the distance. That's the ones with the amber lights. Fort Huachuca is actually about 100 years older or so than Sierra Vista is, ironically enough. Sierra Vista is that wonderful town that actually became incorporated, I think, in the 70s of this last century. Not really. It's kind of a new town like Marana, but it's growing real fast. Actually, it's not growing at all. It had already been built, but its stature and its surroundings are growing fast. Out there, you can't see it, but it's Tombstone, and the moon will come up that way over in an area called Bisbee, and also the wonderful city of Naco, Mexico, which I've never been to, but it looks wonderful, is also down there. And put some lights on here. I can see where I'm going, but my camera's not so great. I think you guys get the wrong impression looking at my videos, but it's a lot safer than it looks on camera. I think Robert Brand said it best, is I do have a flair for the dramatic, and I do. So the first place I'm going tonight is going to be, here's out looking toward the west, and there is Carr Canyon itself. There's a waterfall here you can hear. I'm not hearing it tonight, so I just want to show you guys something down here. This is the path that I first discovered when I first came here. Oh, let me try to get some sky on this so you have something to look at. This area down here is where all the fatalities have happened. You really can't tell from there. There's a sign. I'm going to get a little bit closer, even though this is kind of treacherous terrain through here. There, you can hear the waterfall now. Here's the fence I was talking about earlier. This is an area where people have actually lost their lives. It's right through here. You really can't see a darn thing, can you? But here's the sign, and it says, dangerous area, keep out. Many lives have been lost by moving too close to the sheer drop-off. Behind this behind this sign, or sliding down the slick stream and over the falls. Stay away. Well, guess what? I will. You really can't see it from where you're at. But I'll move it a little bit closer. There's a big fence they put up right here. Goes all the way down. So I don't do that one. Anyways, back up to the car, and we're gonna do filming pretty much all night long. You really can't see probably very well, but up there toward the top, that's where I am heading next. Actually, this widens all the way up to the very top, where you can actually look down upon this mountain here. And I did that the other night, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow if I go out at all. And we're about, I guess, a third of the way up where I'm at. So anyways, God bless you guys. See you next time. Goodbye.